Okay, today we're going to talk about area of a composite figure. If you remember how to find the area of a triangle, it's area equals 1/2 base times height. Area of a square is area equals side squared. Rectangle is area equals length times width, or area equals base times height. Parallelogram is area equals base times height. And trapezoid is area equals 1/2 times the height times the base 1 plus base 2. Okay, so let's look at some composite figures. The first, we have a composite figure of a parallelogram. And if you remember, the formula is area equals base times height. So my base is going to be 10, and my height is 1.5. So we multiply 10 times 1.5. And we have 1D plus 0D is 1D. So we have 15 for the parallelogram, 15 centimeters squared. So you take the area of the parallelogram, which was 15 centimeters squared, and we're going to add it to this trapezoid. And the trapezoid is area equals 1/2 times the height plus base 1 plus base 2. Remember, the bases are the two parallel sides. So we have 10 plus 7 are my bases, which is 17. 17 times 1.5 and times 1/2. Okay, so let's say 17 times 1.5, and then we'll just take and we'll multiply 1/2 of 0.5. All right, so 17 times 1.5. We have 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. We have 1 times 7 is 7. 1 added up, 8 plus 7 is 15. We have 255. 0D plus 1D is 1D. So we have 25.5 times 0.5. So when we do 25.5 times 0.5, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25, 26, 27. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 1D plus 1D is 2D. So the area of the trapezoid is 12.75 centimeters squared. So what we're going to do is take the area of the parallelogram and the area of the trapezoid, and we add them. So we have to line up the dot and give it all we got. So we have 15 plus 12.75. We got 5, 7, 7, and 2. 27.75 centimeters squared. So when you're doing a composite figure, just break it up into two smaller parts and add them together. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, I would say we have a rectangle here, and then we have two smaller triangles. So with the rectangle, we have area equals length times width, or base times height. My width is 8, and my my width is 4, and my entire length is 8 plus 3, which is 11. Because right here we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but then 9, 10, 11. So 4 times 11 is 44. So 44 feet squared is this part here. Now we got to find each triangle. So for triangle 1, its area equals 1/2 times base times height. The base is 3, the height is 2 times 1/2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 1/2 is 3. So we have 3 feet squared is for the top triangle. The bottom triangle is 1/2 times base times height. The base is 3, the height is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 1/2 is 4.5 feet squared. All right, so now that I have the area of all 3 shapes, to find the area of the composite figure, I have to add up 44 plus 3 plus 4.5. I have 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 51.5 feet squared. All right. So this next figure, I would find the area of the square and then the area of the semicircle and add them together. So the area of the square is length times width. 10 times 10 is 100 meters squared. So that is the area of this. And then now I got to find the area of the semicircle. So remember yesterday we did an RDCA. So we have R, D, C, and A. So all the way across is the diameter. So the 10, to become a radius, I have to divide by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. I don't need the circumference, but just for fun, 10 times 3 is 30. And then the area, remember we talked about yesterday, the area is radius times 3. So 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 3 is 75. However, is this a full circle? Nope. It is a semicircle. So we are going to take and we are going to divide this by 2. Goes in there 3 times. Going to go in there 7 times. Decimal, decimal, 0. So we get 37.5 meters squared. Okay, now that we have the area of the square and the area of the semicircle, we add them up. And we get 137.5 meters squared. All right, flip it over to the back side. Okay, on the back side, you can find the area of the rectangle, the area of the parallelogram, and the area of the triangle, and add them together. So on this side here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So step 1, area equals length times width. 6 times 4 is 24. So this is 24 units on the inside. Okay, then we have our parallelogram. The height of the parallelogram is 2. And the base is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 2 is 8. So we have yards squared. And then we have our triangle. Our triangle is area equals 1/2 times base times height. My base is 1. My height is 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 1/2 is 1. Okay, so this is 1 yards squared. All right, so now we got to add up 8 plus 24 plus 1. So we have 5 plus 8 is 13. We have 33 yards squared. That's my total area. And then it says that the carpet costs $23.50 per yard. So if you do $23.50 times 33, actually I'm going to cut off a 0 there because we don't need that 0. 23.5 times 33. So 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Put a placeholder, and then it just repeats. All right, we add it up. We have 5, 5, 7, 7. Okay, and we have 1D plus 0D is 1D, so $775.50. All right, the last one. On the last one, we can find the area of the rectangle, and then we can find the area of the two semicircles. And actually, if you take these two semicircles and put it together, it's one whole circle. So the first thing is we got the rectangle, so area equals length times width. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 times 4, which is going to be 20, and that's 20 feet squared. So the middle is 20. Then we take our semicircle, and we have a radius of 2. So let's do an RDCA table. So we have a radius of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And what we talked about yesterday is radius times 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And we don't have to divide this in half because here's half a semicircle, here's another half of the semicircle. All together, it adds up to 12. So if you add up 20 plus 12, you're going to get a total of 32 feet squared. And it says that it costs $28 per foot. So we are going to say 32 times 28. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Add it up. We got $896.